What's up, my baddies? We got an eye focus tutorial today. Hydrating my lips before doing my eyes. I love this lip balm. It is my luxury guilty pleasure. Favorite white primer all over my lids, which will make the shades pop more. The shades in question, Beauty Bay Midnight Palette. I have a collection of these palettes and I have a hard time not reaching for them. Taking the shade Tranquil, applying from my inner corner upwards to the beginning of my brow, following the natural curve. Shade Lilac, and doing the same thing as the first, but bringing it down past the corner of my inner eye. Shade 1993, focusing that with a small brush and giving it a mentality of a super thick liner, extending it like a smoked out shadow liner, and adding that on the under eyes as well. I'm slowly layering on pigment, and as for the under eyes, shading from the inner corner to the outer corner and connecting that with that shadowed liner we just drew. Switching to a small rounded brush, gently blending in the shade Velvet. We're now deepening the entire eye look. I'm focusing just on that inner corner with the most pigment and slowly blending it with the rest. I also layered a deeper purple shade afterwards called Voodoo from the palette, focusing on that inner corner only. Then taking a fluffy, larger blending brush to diffuse, going back and forth between diffusing and adding that deep purple. Flat rounded small blending brush, adding more colors to the shaded liner, just with the same shades we just used. I'm using Velvet first, following that shape we just placed earlier. I'm blending out that Velvet more, slowly adding more pigment as I go. Then keeping that deeper Voodoo purple a little tighter to the lash line. This creates that smoked out look. You can go as dark as you'd like. My fave, brightening up the eyes with light shadow. This is the shade Dream, going right underneath all that purple we just blended with a large fluffy blending brush and applying that liberally right underneath entire eye right up to my cheekbones. Now adding back to deepening again and dragging that inner corner shadow downwards like I'm giving myself an artistic deep purple eye bag. That's the lovely thing with makeup. Eye bags, I made it colorful, a part of the spectacle. If it's acne, it'll be beauty marks and shapes of stars. Now taking a teeny weeny brush, start mapping where you'll place that liner detailing with a light shadow. Light enough to be easily removed but dark enough to see. We're gonna do a merry-go-round the eyes, and if you mess up, you don't like it, remove it with a Q-tip. We're going to extend past the brow a little bit, add those little dots or dashes, then connect it. Make sure that line flows. Turn your head to the side, look from above, a little far from the mirror, close up, check the proportions, honey. Now more dashes to mark the spikes. I use areas like my pupil, beginning, middle, end of my brows to gauge the distance between the spikes. It gives you more idea of proportions in regards to your lovely features and what works for you. We're just doing quick little chicken scratches, nothing too fancy, no detailing yet, only marking the placement. So I used a liquid liner here. If you have that and it's locked and loaded with pigment, go for it, but I started running out of product, so I actually used water activated black liner afterwards. You can use either, whatever is easiest. Go by sections and try to start the lines as thin as you can, then thicken certain areas. When you look at any art, you'll notice the lines they use aren't just one same thickness all throughout, it's more varied. So for this liner look, I made it more tapered, thicker on the outside and thinner as it goes towards the corner of my eye. Now liquid liners like this one makes it easier to draw those little spikes because that brush stays thin. I really love the KVD Beauty ones, and other really good ones are Valentino or Flower Nose liquid liners because their brushes stay super sharp and thin. So while drawing these little spikes, keep it varied. You can see it goes from short spikes, then a little longer. Again, make sure these are on the thinner side first, and after the first round you can go back and see which ones you want to thicken. Also make sure the tips and also the entire spike go in pretty much the same direction. Like one's not too slanted while the other ones are drooping. This takes practice, so it's a good idea to go in actually with diluted water activated liner first so the lines go on faint so that you can easily remove and try again without irritating your eye with makeup remover and having to restart the entire process. Try on your hand, thigh, arm, those first to practice and get the hang of it. You'll notice that some of these spikes go inwards as well, so some will be on both sides of that merry-go-round liner we just drew. I like this little detail. Graphic liners are just so fun and cool and slay! Also, I hope you're watching the baddie on the screen right now, kind of skimming this video before you apply it, because then you get to see the whole picture and visually experience how varied the lines are. Remember in school, the teacher would be like, watch first and then do that. Don't rebel, just do it. Note where that rounded liner we drew, where it starts right under the beginning of my brow, and see how there's space between to give room for those spikes, like adequate space to draw them so it doesn't look squished. Down to the under eye where that rounded liner ends, again, mind the space in between your eye to that liner. Give enough room for those spikes. If the liners get a little too thick, just go in with some concealer once the liner is dry with a small brush to clean it up. Water activated liner, black, that inner corner, draw a slanted X or a T depending on how you look at it, then connect to make a star. I hope you're watching because that'll make more sense. Also try to make each side the same thickness, including the tips. To do that, just let that liner apply itself in teeny weeny bits at a time. Glitter time, baby. I love this puck of glitter. I have to stop using this and give more love to my other glitter babies. It's just so puss. It's so goddess. It's so glory. I'm dabbing that all over the lid and focusing some right under the outer corner of my eye on top of that deep shadow. You can apply it anywhere, really. It'll just look good. By the way, like and subscribe. It helps creators. Like, I don't rely on external validation, but if you think I look amazing today, I won't argue. Now this really cool Wet n Wild chameleon liner, just lining where you usually do on top. And of course, black liner into my lower and upper waterline. For that chilly magic touch, Fenty highlighter. Under the brow, just from the middle to the outer part, and on the cheekbones. Holy cow, right? I feel like my skin is slowly healing now from my past acne and texture, because my highlights have been poppin' lately, applying so much better. I should really share my skincare routine, because your girl has been fighting texture and acne scars forever. Oh my god. Alrighty, Roo, so that black activated liner again to recover that pigment covered by that blinding highlight. Go over and deepen those lines once again, and you're like, oh my god, again. But listen, practice makes progress. I love doing looks because I get lost and I don't have to worry about anything. I once heard that worrying about a problem is like worshiping the problem, and that Sparta booted me into the hole of enlightenment. So I thought I'd share that goal with you. That new one size boucle powder. It's still very hot in my studio, so I need to set and lightly mattify those shiny areas that I don't want shining. Voluminous lashes. Wish I didn't need to, but I do. I love lashes as much as I love bottom mascara. You know how I do. Vertical, horizontal, coat those lashes. Makes a difference. Lip liner. A little Roots for Me by MAC. Just glides on. And from my nostalgic archives, the reincarnated into Maximal Lips Snob. This lipstick will forever be iconic, so I'm swiping and dabbing that on. Dabbing so it doesn't collect in my lip wrinkles and crackles. Kimchi Chic, the most concealer. Taking just so little and dabbing that bottom lip, the middle, closer to the inside of your mouth, because once you do the little blot blot with the lips, it'll spread out. Finiso. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. It's free and it's cunt. Love you. Bye.